Hey, it's the Empire. Boxing Empire. Back to boxing. Now, SOG Ward, aka the Son of God, has returned. He's returned. And he's he's released some footage of him sparring, man. Southpaw. I'll link in the description. It's by Fight Hub TV. It's a really good a fight with RJ Ward, and I don't know who he's fighting, obviously, because the guy's wearing headgear. But it's really interesting that he's coming back fighting a southpaw. It's really shocking. Now, RJ Ward retired after he fought Sergey Kovalev, and he's coming back, man. I think, in my opinion, they really want to see him fight Don Stevenson. But in my opinion, I think RJ Ward should go up to cruiserweight and fight the champion up there. Yeah, man, I can't think of his name right now. I can't think of his name. But he should fight the champion who just unified for the belts. Because that would just make more sense down there. I think a lot of people want Andre Ward to fight Adonis Stevenson next, and I think that's a great fight and all. But I still think that Adonis Stevenson probably needs to fight his mandatory for one, and Adonis Stevenson needs to fight some credible opponents to make it, because that fight's bigger than what people realize. I think Adonis Stevenson has a chance to be a lot of the fighters at light heavyweight, but at the same time he needs to fight some of those fighters at light heavyweight to make, when Andre Ward fights him, make it more credible, a credible win. Because I think Stevenson's a great fighter. I just think he just doesn't challenge himself. You know, I think he's content with making the money he's making, and he's not really trying to find greatness. And the guy is 38 years old. It's a little late for this guy trying to fight the best of the best. But anyhow, I still think he does need to do it inevitably. I still think Adonis Stevenson needs to do it, even though he's damn near 40 now. You know, Adonis Stevenson still needs to fight the best of the best to make this RJ Ward, Adonis Stevenson fight noteworthy. So I'm really excited that RJ Ward is leaking this out. He obviously sent this to IFL TV or Fight Hub TV. They interviewed him and probably, said, hey man, here, put this out here so the world can see, I'm back. And he's fighting southpaw too. That's not something you just do, fighting southpaw. That's something, first of all, he's an orthodox fighter, so fighting southpaw is not a normal thing for one. Your boxing IQ just has to be higher to switch stances, right? So, RJ Ward has retired and he's coming back, and he's coming back fighting southpaw. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a new thing now where he's just fighting southpaw, because sometimes southpaws aren't that tricky when you go southpaw with them. The only thing is the distance is just sort of overwhelming in the beginning, because when you're fighting an orthodox fighter, if you're orthodox and you're fighting a southpaw, the distance between you two is immense. But when you go the same stance as them and everything's the same, and it's jab for jab, straight right, or straight left for a straight left, and everything's the same, it just makes it that much easier. So I think he could be preparing for Don Stevenson. But in my opinion, I think Stevenson's a great fighter. And like I said, this fight would be slept on if Don Stevenson, he needs to fight at least like a Butterbeef or something like that, or even like a Sullivan Barrera to get his name up a little higher. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I think Don Stevenson's a great fighter. He just doesn't, he's content with making the money he's making. So let me know how you guys feel about it, man. Who you guys think Andre Ward's going to come back and fight? Me personally, I would love to see him fight the cruiserweight champion up there, the unified cruiserweight champion. And then after Don Stevenson fights a decent opponent, a good one, a respected one, then he can fight a Don Stevenson. You know what I mean? Because basically, even if, RJ Ward, he did vacate all the belts. But I really think if he beats Don Stevenson for a WBC title, I mean, you might as well call him a lineal champion who took a vacation, because he beat Kovalev for all the belts basically, but besides the WBC. So if he comes back and does it early next year, you can literally call him a lineal champion, because if he beats Don Stevenson, there's no really talent at light heavyweight who's been competing at such a high level for a long time to give RJ Ward a challenge, really, So let me know how you guys feel about it. You guys think he's really coming back, or you think it's just a ploy? I think he's coming back because, like I said, he's fighting southpaw, and like I said, the only fighter that's southpaw at light heavyweight is Adonis Stevenson. That's a phenomenal fighter. So that's what I think, man. I think he's gonna come back. I think he's training southpaw. He's getting a southpaw stance good. He's getting the fundamentals as a southpaw right, and then he's gonna go for Adonis Stevenson or cruiserweight. We'll see what happens. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Boxing Empire. Peace.